Bam!
Hi.
No fade out music or anything, just
very abrupt.
Bam! That's what happens when you edit something right before you come on.
Wow.
Hey, and I know it's been a while. It's been a while. So those that have been waiting for this, I want to right off the bat give you one of these. All right. That may be the last one.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do it another time. Michelle said she couldn't hear it. Here, Michelle. Listen.
Okay.
Oh, this one.
That's more your speed.
That was my speed at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning last night. There wasn't enough Pepto or Imodium AD that could stop that dam from breaking. Woo!
I don't think everybody needs to know this.
Oh man, I had to take a COVID test this morning because I didn't know if I had the vid. Yeah, some friends of ours that was on the cruise. Not going to mention their names. They did come out and say that what they had, but yeah, the C word got them. And we've taken a couple of tests and no C word for us, so we're very happy about that, right?
Yep.
So, hey, this is the first time we've been on in, gosh, probably a couple months.
Yeah. And we're so happy to see you
Yeah,
guys.
happy to see everybody in here, you know, all 5 of you or 25 of you, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. We've said before, doesn't matter if there's 5 or 25 or 55. We're going to be in here when we post a live. And you know, tonight's all about the Carnival Pride, you know, what we thought about it. I'm sure other people, you know, some people it's their favorite ship. I know there's some YouTubers out there that have came out and said that that is their favorite ship by far. And I can see why. It's a great little ship. And we had a lot of fun.
She did.
Just FYI, we went up. We were gone for 9 days. It was just me and Michelle. And Anthony stayed home with his aunt. Aunt Renee came by and spoiled him rotten, I'm sure. But we went up to a horror convention, just so happened to be at the same Baltimore, Maryland, 2 days prior to the cruise.
Just a few minutes away from the port.
Yeah, it was like 3 miles from the port. So we went up 2 days early, went to the horror convention, got some autographs that were on my bucket list I had to get. Didn't have to get them, but I got them. And then we went over on Sunday to the cruise port and drove over. It was $20 a day to park, was it not?
Parking was great and easy.
It was really, yeah, it was easy. A little bit of time. So since y'all are in here and you won't have to see the whole embarkation video.
Well, we hope you will.
Well, we hope you watch it anyway. It took 1 hour and 10 minutes from the time we pulled in the gate, the time we parked, went through the whole process, sit down, and they called us, which they really didn't call us.
But it was easy.
But it was easy.
It wasn't difficult.
It was very
a lot of
easy.
waiting, but it was easy.
There's nothing like Charleston. Charleston's tough. You got to get on a bus and
hurry
ride
up and
over
wait,
here.
hurry up and wait,
And,
yeah.
So it was a lot easier than that. And we could have been on in 40, 45 minutes if they would have took us straight on. But it was a little bit of a challenge with the number of people at the time. Plus that one you get on later. Like they don't offer earlier onto the ship. And the crazy thing about that, some of you may saw this post, was the day we came back in that morning. It was like at 7:20 in the morning or 7:30 in the morning. That's going to be in the vlog too. All of a sudden the captain comes over and says, we don't want to worry everybody, but everybody's fine. The crew's fine. Everybody's fine. But there's been a small fire in the boiling room 4. Didn't say that originally. He came back 4 times. First time he said it was there was a small fire, a reported fire. Then he came back and said there was a fire. Then he come back and said there wasn't a fire. Then the 4th time he finally said, yeah, it's under control.
And then the cruise director came on.
And then the cruise director clarified everything.
With no accent.
So, hey, Tess. Tess is going up to Baltimore tomorrow. One thing I am not, and I don't mean to knock Baltimore, I'm not a big Baltimore fan.
Nope.
Not a big Baltimore fan.
Nope.
It was sirens all night long for 2 nights.
All night
rough area. I mean, we stayed in a nice area right at Camden Yards.
Right.
And I'm sure the outskirts of Baltimore are nice, but man, we came off the stoplight and man, there was a bunch of homeless people, and we get that thing. Times are tough,
right?
But it was rough.
Graffiti everywhere.
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah, I know a few years back, Baltimore was like the murder capital of the world or the U.S. or something at one time. I think now that's back up to Chicago. I don't know where
Sirens
it's at.
all night.
Yeah, so that was kind of rough, but. Let's go through real quick and say hey to everybody. If you're watching a replay, just fast forward through all this. We like to say hey to everybody that's came in here. We got Miss Betsy said hello. Good to see you, Miss Betsy.
We missed you.
Yes, we have. Miss Antoinette is in here. Good to see you, Miss Antoinette. Miss D is in the house.
Hi.
Hey, Miss D. And there's Mr. Anthony. He's my Terrifier buddy who's went and saw Terrifier 3 times.
Yep, that shirt looked good on you.
It did look good on you. And that's another thing. If you like scary movies and stuff like that, go subscribe to Real Dead Horror Channel. Man, we're up to like 2,140 people now already in a year. So that's going well too. Who else we got on here? So got Joe and Tracy.
Hey, you guys.
Joe and Tracy are awesome people. They really are. We stole a little time of theirs from Josh and Michelle or from Adventures Ahead, but great couple from Virginia, the great North Virginia.
We enjoyed spending time with them.
Yeah, they were a great couple. One cool idea they had was they brought a door decoration of an anchor. And then at the Platinum Party, or I guess throughout the last couple of days, they took that around to people and had them sign it, which is a great idea. I love that idea.
Very cool.
So we got to put a hashtag Big Bite on it because they gave us a big bite on the ship. We got some peanuts from them, some honey roasted, and some chocolate covered peanuts. And they did not have to do that, but I'm glad they are.
Yes, because Michelle
glad
said,
they did.
Don't buy any snacks. And then she wanted snacks.
And then they brought us roasted peanuts and
so
chocolate.
I was so grateful.
So we were very happy. So again, thank you so much, Joe and Tracy, the good people. Let's see, we got Beach Please, we got Mike there and Betsy. We got Paul in the house. We got Daniel Donnelly that jumped on me. We got Miss Meg. I may have said Meg already. I don't know. I apologize if I did already, Meg, but hello again.
Hey, you guys. Mike's going too fast.
Destination Fun. Sherry's in
Hey.
here. How you doing, Miss Sherry? Who else we got in here? Miss Eileen's in here.
Hi.
Hey, Miss Eileen. Hope you are doing well. And let's see, all this back and forth. Hello, we love that. We missed you. Oh, very sweet, Miss
Miss you
Eileen.
too.
Yeah, we'll tell you what's going on here right after this, and then we'll jump into the Pride. Kind of let you know what's been happening with us and why we haven't been on as much as we have in the past. I think I did say Anthony earlier, right? Surely I did. Captain Billy J's in the house. Good to see the captain is back.
Billy.
Good to see you, Mr.
So, did I see that Betsy got COVID?
Betsy's got COVID too?
Is that what I just read? Betsy getting off our Alaska cruise.
She was the only one that got the C word.
Oh,
out of 8 of them.
I'm sorry.
Well, when we went up to New Jersey and came back, me and Anthony, I got it somehow. Anthony never got it. Michelle never got it. And then one time they got it and I never got it. Who would have thought? That's, we've had it twice officially. No telling how many times we've had it, didn't even know it. We really enjoy meeting and talking to you guys in person. Such nice people. Oh,
Thank
Joe
you.
and Tracy, I'll send that $10 to you later on. Appreciate that. Really good people there, Joe and Tracy, and they've cruised a lot too. Yes. Tess says I made it, and she's the one that's heading up there, getting ready to get on the Pride. And Mr. Blaine's in the house. Good to see you,
Hey,
Blaine. And let's see, you got Tanya. Is that Tanya? Yep. When is your ABC cruise again? That's next February, the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, because we booked the flights the 13th through the 23rd, and the ship's going out the 15th through the 23rd out of Miami. And so, yeah, Baltimore highlighted by the show The Wire. Somebody told me that day. I was telling them how bad Baltimore was. They said, you ever watch that show The Wire? And I was like, no. And they said, well, maybe you ought to go back and watch it now.
Okay, maybe we could.
So Lee is in the house. Lee, hi from Newfoundland.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Newfoundland. I like it. We need some Newfoundland here, don't we? Newfoundland. Hey, good to see you, Lee, in the house. Let's see. Kim is in the house. Kim from Greensboro. That's right. I'm out in High Point for right now. So, yeah, you're right around the corner. And if I missed anybody, I do apologize. And we'll try to say hey to you as we see your name pop up or as you did you try chopsticks on the Pride? Did not. We saw it there. I think Josh and Michelle did. And they'll probably talk about it. Smelled good. Yeah. We did try the seafood shack. That's in a vlog, but I'll just leave it at that. So hey, the artwork, walls, and the decor is interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it definitely is. So just kind of get kind of level setting everybody. So those that watch us that have been with us for a while. I may have hinted at this, but I kind of found out here recently. It looks like after 33 years with my company, I'm getting the axe. The end of January is my last day with my company. Another company has bought out the Champion, and I work for the Champion division of Haynes. And so after 33 years, they told me the week before we went on the cruise, at the end of January, you don't have a job anymore, Mike. So they gave me my severance package, told me what I'd be getting. And so, hey, I'm looking for a job.
It wasn't a surprise. I mean,
I kind of had a feeling 4, 5, 6 months ago it could happen. Yeah. I was hoping it would not, but I mean it did. I'm not going to get mad. I mean, I've told people you go through these emotions and you're mad at the company, and then you're sad, and then you're mad, and then blah blah blah. Listen, I've been 33 years there. They were good to me. They paid for me to go back to college. I didn't have to pay nothing out of my pocket. Well, I say that, and I still think we paid $25,000 out of my pocket.
We paid for.
They paid about $15,000 of it. I paid $40,000 all. But so I went back, got my degree. I was able to move up through the ranks, and I was a senior manager, distribution plant manager of a distribution center. So, that's just how it goes. I mean, so as of right now, I was told, Dee, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
That's very sweet.
That was not a pitch to get any money on there.
We're okay.
Yeah. Send that money to the Western North Carolina if you're going to send money. But I do appreciate that, Dee.
Yes,
but
thank you.
But yeah, this whole thing. So at the end of January, I'm probably going to take about a month off, get my mind straight, February, we go on the cruise to ABC's. And then when I get back, I'll probably in December start getting my resume ready, have it professionally done. There's so many softwares nowadays that they run your resume through a software that they look for keywords and stuff. So we're open. We're open to Florida. We're open to South Carolina, Georgia. I'm not moving north. No Michigan. I'm sorry, D. No New York. I'm not doing it. We got about 10 to 15 years left to work, probably 10, 15, something like that.
Sadly.
So, because, we got Anthony, got to pay for his college. So we're hoping to, something pops up around this area because our son really wants to go to school at high school here locally. And it's a good school. And we want that to happen. Plus, I have family. Paul says Arkansas. Listen, for the right money, I may go to New York if it's the right money. And listen, the countryside in New York's beautiful, and New Jersey, that whole area. I just don't like the big cities. Baltimore driving back. Should we pack water shoes for Princess Key?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely need water shoes or water sandals or something. It's a lot worse than Half Moon Key, but yeah, definitely have them.
Yes.
So that's where we're kind of at right now. So what about Cali? I don't think everybody's moving from California, Betsy. Nobody's moving to California.
So
When you said New York, yeah, Kim said New York. So the countryside of New York. I got an uncle that's traveled the world. He's a military guy, and he said his 3 favorite places to live his whole life, and he was a military for 30 years. Germany, number 1. Number 2 was New York, the countryside of New York, and number 3 was North Carolina and Virginia, the line with the Blue Ridge Mountains. We've got a plant in Ashburn, North Carolina. Angela, hit me up on Facebook. Are you hiring any managers or senior managers? Or listen, I told Michelle that I was going to go back and drive a school bus.
And I told her you had lost it.
And maybe go back and teach or something, because I always wanted to be a teacher. And she's like, "Have you lost your mind?" So I'm open. I'll be open to anything. Listen, it's hard to work your way up and then just move straight in at the same level somewhere else. But I'm going to look for that first. And we're going to look at Florida, probably North Florida, around Port Canaveral, Jacksonville, that area, maybe. But we'll just have to see what comes up.
We can't afford Hawaii.
Yeah, can't afford that. So we live in the farmland in New Jersey, in the ports of Baltimore and Bay. Okay. It's pretty country up there. We went up there to see the up around Hope, New Jersey, where they filmed Friday the 13th. You need a job that pays you for cruise addiction. I agree. I wondered if they'd take a 50-year-old fat guy to be a cruise director. But so that's one thing we talk. Let's talk about the Pride. Yes. I have a lot of family in Jacksonville as well. Okay, Kim. So getting let go from a company during COVID was such a blessing to me. It gave me some time to travel and figure out what important things to me and back closer to age parents. I agree.
Told Mike that I have not had the first feeling of fear or anxiety related to this, and we've been hearing murmurs about this for some time now. And I tried to tell him when he gets, the negative, that doors close for another door to open. So
yeah, I've actually had some opportunities in the past around the Tampa area with headhunters calling me, and I actually interviewed or sent my resume in and had a response back a couple of years ago. It fell through. It was a company called Fanatics. You probably all heard of them. And that's very similar to what I do now, but it was for a director's job. So it was a level higher than what I'm at now. It was over like 6 or 7 distribution centers, but yeah, Virginia's got the best of both worlds. Hey, I'm open for that too.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about, yeah, I see Amy said that she moved to Tampa. We're open for Florida. The whole Gulf Coast side is prettier, I understand, but I'm worried about hurricanes.
Yeah, especially
I think I'd rather have the Atlantic side, but
have just blown through.
Yeah, we're open for anything. But all right, so we're 20 minutes into this. So the Pride, Michelle, you got your little list right there.
I do.
Questions you may have about the Pride or your comments on the Pride, and we'll say, yeah, we agree, we disagree. I love the size of the ship. Mm-hmm. Nothing ever felt too crowded, other than getting back on in Bermuda They only had the
Getting off and back on.
they only had the forward opening on the A deck, and we always said the A stood for you know what. And then the casinos. Now on C days, eating around lunchtime around guys and Blue Iguana, and the whole dining area felt a little bit crowded, but
It wasn't
bad at
nearly
all.
as bad as we have experienced
No,
on other ships.
not at all. And so I see Billy J says, "Yeah, I lost my job in Iowa due to moving to the Philippines, and we moved to Florida, and then one door closed in one state, another door opens." That's right.
That's right.
So hey, I'm a man of faith. We are, our family is, and if the right thing will pop up, the good Lord take care of us. We're not too worried about that.
Yep.
Plus, I got, I might have a little time. I'm work out, get back in shape, keep taking this Wegovy shot, and start pumping that iron again. Get the ab. I got an ab now, but maybe try to get some abs back. I don't know. Michelle hasn't seen abs ever.
He's going to be at home working out, and I'm going to be at work.
I'm going to get up every day just like I was working, go to the gym, work out for an hour, hour and a half, come home, start decluttering the house in case we got to sell it, and do all that fun stuff. So I love the flow of the Pride. We did too.
Yes.
Now we've went since they've refurbished it or redid whatever they did to it and revamped it. And first of all, we had the best room other than the Freedom Suite we had, Grand Suite.
Yeah.
This is that's a video we're going to do in the future, is our top 5 rooms we've had on cruises.
Different suites.
Yeah. But this room was a regular extended balcony. It was 6232. They call it a bowling alley balcony.
The best
balcony we've ever had. By far. Bar none. Yep. I mean, it had 7 chairs on it. It had 3 lay-down loungers and 2 regular sit-up chairs that can convert to loungers too.
The table.
And some of the video you saw in the intro was video from that deck. So I got some time lapse, some ASMR videos coming out. We spent more time on this deck, a balcony, than we have on any ship we've been on.
Yeah, we did. And some of that had to do with the weather was really awesome too.
Yeah.
The weather was really nice outside. It wasn't too hot. And sometimes on the balcony, it can get really hot. It was just...
Hey, I'm gonna start cooking a lot more, maybe to gain the weight, but I gotta get some 3 channels, bring some income in. That's why I asked the question today. Hey, do y'all still listen to cruise news anymore? Guess what? 88% of you said yes.
Oh, awesome.
So 12% said no. So I know why the cruise news channels keep growing is because people keep watching them. So yeah, love the balcony, love the ship. Getting on took a little bit of time to get on there, but we love deck 2, love deck 3. When you got off, we were in the aft of the ship. We were on 6 aft, and when we always love the aft of the ship because you can just go up to 9, you go up to 10. So Serenity. Convenient. That was another great thing. There's Serenity on that Pride. Nice. The big chairs they had sitting, in the sitting area, and then you had a bar.
It's really nice. It was a little bit chilly a couple times I went up there,
But yeah, deck 2, as soon as you got off on 2, you had the restaurant on one side. And then as soon as you turned the other way, like you're going to go back to the casino was on 2. They had a huge sitting area right across from the Alchemy Bar. And the Alchemy Bar was never crowded. And it had a huge sitting area over there. I mean, it was really nice.
It was nice.
And it was fluffy friendly.
There was a lot of fluffy friendly.
Yeah. It was up there high on our list as far as being able to sit anywhere you wanted to and not feel like you're, a big guy or, big girl, whatever. Hey, big girl, back the
Michael.
But yeah, just loved that. We definitely are doing that ship again. There's no doubt. And I'm going to try to book that room again.
And definitely want to Bermuda again.
So yeah, Meg says, I loved rigging in the Alchemy Bar during the day. That's true.
It's a nice
Very
area.
True. We had a cabin on deck 4 interior with a view right between the lifeboats, French doors. Yeah, so the lifeboats were one deck below us on 5.
We could look down on 6,
and that's like I had my camera and stuff. And I was like, if it falls down, it's going to fall on top of a lifeboat. But yeah, really enjoyed that. The one thing that I thought an area that was crowded, and it's a good thing, is the Red Frog pub area. We love the Red Frog pub. That seemed to have a decent size one. We never got in. It was packed every time.
But they don't have.
They don't have a lot of places for music to play.
No, there's not like a central area.
I mean, the atrium's really small. That's can be a pro and a con. There's not a lot of sitting area in the atrium. I mean, I know they got several levels, like second, third, and fourth floor, but the bottom floor, you know, they had the violins playing, they had some bands playing, but there wasn't a big area to go and just listen to a band play other than the Red Frog Pub. So at the Red Frog Pub, that place was packed. They had a nice sitting area outside of it, right next to the Sky Bar, the sports lounge. And then they had a bunch of good seating area out there as well that was fluffy friendly. We dressed up one night, as you can tell by the thumbnail tonight. You didn't see everything, but we dressed up like Chucky and Tiffany from Child's Play. Now, Tracy and Joe did a lot better job than we did.
Yeah, they did.
They could still buy the clothes they're supposed to in their size. Me, I had to buy like plus man sizes, like fat Chucky sizes. Yeah. But we had a good time sitting out there with Joe and Tracy. Adventures Ahead was out there. Amanda and Bill Francis were out there. Had a great time just sitting in that area. And it was kind of fun because we were just dressed up. We weren't too hot. We were just sitting down talking about horror movies and talking, you know, we were talking to Joe and Tracy about Virginia and their jobs and stuff like that. But people, the crew, 2 or 3 crew members came over and said, "Hey, we love you guys. We think y'all are awesome the way y'all dressed out. Can you guys," not to us personally, the whole group, said, "Hey, can we take a picture with you? Or can we take a picture of you?"
Several people.
So it was fun to do that, you know, just dress up in costume and go over there and people.
Yes, Billy J.
Yeah.
Timu Chucky.
Yeah, it was a Timu Chucky for real. Michelle got me like this, like, it wasn't even a Chucky. It was like a redhead. What did it look like?
It was the same color.
The Goo Goo. It looked like the Goo Goo dolls. It was not a real.
Oh, gosh, you know how picky he is.
Hey, Cruising with Elena. I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, what else you got on that list right there, Michelle?
Well,
so the main area where the buffet bar and stuff was at, it was decent sitting in that area. I do like the way they had the Red Frog Pub. They had like this, it's got like a roof on it, kind of like, it's not really a solarium, but like a solarium on the Pride. They can open, I think it was closed the whole time we were on there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
They never did open it up. And they had a little stage there where we saw a band playing. We also watched a football game one night there as well. That was pretty cool just to be on the deck watching the, I think it was New Orleans and Kansas City play. Yeah. And that was a cool area. And
should we tell them the other really cool thing about our room?
Michelle, this is a family-friendly show.
We had the best ever refrigerator.
Yes. How did I?
I don't know if you just lucked out and got a new one. I don't know, but it was awesome.
Of all the cruises we've been on, and we, you know, I don't know, we've been on 15, 16, 17. I don't know what it is. That fridge, I put 2 12-packs in it right off the bat. And I was like, any other ship, it takes 2 or 3 days for them to get lukewarm. And I always ask, I give the lady a $20 bill, and I was like, keep the ice coming. And she came twice a day. Man, the next morning I got up to get a drink, and it was almost to the point where there was ice. The Coke Zero had turned to ice.
Condensation all over the outside.
Really cold.
We were so happy.
And I was shocked how good that, like, you know, they don't even call them refrigerators. I think they call them coolers. I was a refrigerator. Shocked how cold it was. Yeah. And it blew my mind.
We were so happy.
I couldn't believe it. That's why, like, we're getting that room again one day. I mean, just for the refrigerator.
It was really great. Water pressure was really good.
Yeah, so Joe and Tracy says, you guys look great in your costumes. We had a blast. They stole the show. Yeah, I mean, Joe had some red Converse on just like Chucky. He said he got them for $5 at Goodwill. And I was like, man.
Excellent.
Go get them, dude. I mean, I'm sitting here wearing my New Balance old guy, 50-plus-year-old shoes. What else you got on the list over there, Michelle?
You want to tell them some weird stuff that happened to us?
Let's talk about elevators first.
Oh, okay.
Love the elevators. They were not smart elevators. They're smarter than I am.
And they were actually really small.
Hey, together we travel. Yeah, they were small elevators, but what I liked about them was they were always on time.
They were fast.
They were fast. Now this was in 6 aft. You know, we were in the aft of the ship. Even in the middle, they did fine.
We never had to like wait.
Also, what I love about them was I don't pay attention half the time. I know it's hard to believe because I'm talking to somebody about something, but they would tell you, deck 6 or whatever how it said, deck 5, deck 4, deck 3. So you heard the deck it was at when the doors opened up, and I was like, I like that. None of the other ships we've been on have said that.
And I didn't have to wait. It was just every time it was fast.
Yeah. Hey, Will G. Hope you're doing good.
Even on the day of debarkation, we did not have to wait very long on the elevator.
Yes, Miss D, you're exactly right. It does. During the daytime, it's chops, and at nighttime, it's the seafood corner. That's what we were saying earlier.
It has the same menu.
It's the exact same menu as seafood corner. Yeah,
but
a seafood shack. You're right.
It's not as good.
Hey, MED, how you doing? Hi. Good to see you in here. And Will G said he came in early. Said, "Hey, evening, everyone." So, let's talk about some weird. Well, let's keep talking about the ship, and then we can talk about the weird stuff because this always things about the review of the Pride, and we will do a pros and con list later on that with every little thing we've got listed. And there's a lot of pluses and just a handful of negatives. But
something else that we liked is they have metal walls. I know that sounds very trivial, but they had metal walls so we could put our hooks on and hang stuff.
Yeah, up. A lot of ships have that, but some of the Sunshine, some of the rooms on Sunshine does not. But what we loved also was on the outside deck. I could take that DJI Osmo 3 pocket I got, and it's got the magnet at bottom, and just put it right on the side of the wall. Didn't have to worry about it falling over, water getting on it, or anything. So if you're thinking about it, getting a DJI Osmo pocket, definitely hit me up. I'll tell you what you need to buy, accessory for it, because you can put it on the cabin walls inside too, and then hit double tap on your face, and it'll track your face everywhere you're at. Just makes it easy to do some vlogging. So yeah, I know you don't want to hear all that, but if you get a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 or 2, yell at me. I'll tell you about the magnetic base on it. So what else you got on there, Michelle? Water pressure, bathrooms. I think you did. Water pressure's good. Listen, I thought about doing a segment called Pooping with Mike or In the Bathroom with Mike.
And I explained to him this is not a good idea.
Because I think, there's a lot of things you can learn. Don't be so big and making noises like that. But, yeah.
So the shower curtain does stick to your butt. Not very big, but it had good water pressure.
Yeah, that's right. Joe and Tracy Platinum Party was a plus. Yes. Big time.
They were free flowing with the drink.
I had 4 whiskey sours, and when I went in there, I went in there and I was like, there was 400 and around 50 some platinum members.
It was a huge
and almost 200 of diamond members. Mm-hmm. So that's 600.
A huge percentage
out of the 2,000, 1,800 to 2,000 on the ship. So about a third. So that was really fun. The platinum party, they came in. They were just like handing you drinks like this. Mm-hmm. This is apple moonshine, by the way. Smoky Mountain apple moonshine. It's not Wilkes County, North Carolina moonshine. But yeah, so yeah, they were pouring champagne. Michelle got a regular drink. She's like, this don't taste like it has alcohol in it. The lady says, no, it don't. Let me hand you another one. Boom, she gave her another one. So within a 45-minute time period, I had 4 whiskey sours. It was and they were stout.
It was fun. It was very nice.
Lovey's poop life. That's right. Hey, you know what? Yeah.
What do I do with him?
Yeah, I've almost said, I'm probably going to piss some people off when I say this. I'd almost rather lick poop than vote for either one of the 2 clowns that's running for president. But
are you really starting that?
I keep getting text messages from Trump. At least he's trying. He's like texting me every day, like, hey, we need your vote. We need your vote. Yeah.
So I will say that by the end of the cruise, we were missing some of the restaurants.
Yeah, I will say, overall food choices. You did have the seafood corner at night. You had a nice bonsai sushi that they put on deck
It was
2,
big.
right across from the atrium. It was huge, and
And I
there never
don't-
was a lot of people in
I
there.
don't know why they don't take some of that and turn it into the tapenaki place, so we could have some
That,
hibachi.
listen, Elena, that's a vlog we're putting out. Like, I've already done all the gold, what the gold benefits are. We're going to do one on the platinum, but let me tell you what the platinum. One of the best things I got was the chocolate delights and the and the macadamia nut cookies in the room that was
That was
delivered.
pretty nice.
That was pretty nice. The laundry.
Yeah, that's by far the best.
Now that's a segue. Let's go ahead and talk about that. We had 2 things happen on this cruise ship
It was weird.
that were weird, and we've never had it happen before.
Nope.
So let me tell you about it. So no, Betsy, we just hit the platinum. Yeah. Our early days of 3 and 4 day cruises, it took us a long time to get there, but finally doing
This
some
was
of
our
these
first,
7 and 8 day cruises finally added up for us. That's the bad thing about cruising out of Charleston is there's a lot of 4 and 5 day cruises, so it takes a little longer to get there. So we had what you have 2 bags of laundry.
So we, like most people, I think, stuff as much as you can into one bag. So I had 2 stuffed bags. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. That's towards my career goal. Yeah, me not having a job there. So yeah, we'll have one whole episode in one night where we'll do a GoFundMe for Mike Lovelace and
So sorry for Mike.
paying for his resume to have it done because he's too dumb to do it himself. No, I really can't. I
ridiculous.
really can't. I'm not good at writing. I can't speak very well either. But listen, math, I'm decent at math.
Let's continue.
Okay. All right. Hey, Ron, how are you doing? Hope good to see you. So you sent 2 bags off.
Sent 2 bags off,
We got 4 bags back.
which is normal.
Yeah, because hey, we're big people. We stuff those bags full,
And they don't stuff
and
them
they don't
with full
stuff them back coming back.
Mhm.
So we got 4 bags back. We saw our name on one of them, and it had the receipt
So
on it
I
and everything.
figured
We were like, oh,
everything
okay, so all 4 of these bags are ours.
Mhm.
So Michelle starts ripping into one.
I want my pants for that night. A pair of pants that I had.
It's
Like-
the laundry's not ours.
It's like this is not mine.
She starts pulling out and sniffing stuff, and I was like, Michelle, you
Michael.
shouldn't do that. It may not be clean. No, she didn't sniff it, so it wasn't ours.
Yeah.
So then the next person that came on, what? Wow.
Oh,
Maui
that's
County
so
GIS. Sending aloha
sweet.
from Maui. Good luck with the job. Thank you. And hey,
Thank
if there's
you.
any jobs, distribution center managers you need in Hawaii,
Right. If they pay good,
if they pay this,
I don't know
it's
what nurses
expensive.
make there.
I'm sure you'll do all right as a nurse there. Let me know. Hook me up. Send me a link.
Thank you.
We may move to Hawaii. We'll bypass California and just keep going over.
Yeah.
So
Thank you again.
yeah, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I really do appreciate that. So so we looked at all the bags, and 2 of the 4 bags were not ours.
Yeah.
They had different names on them, different room numbers on them. They just screwed them up.
I don't
So
know how we got them.
we ended up calling guest services 4 times to try to get it right. And the one time the guy comes up to get the bag, guess what? Pooping with Mike was on the toilet. Michelle's outside on the balcony. So the guy comes in and goes, oh yeah, I found it. I just set it on your couch. And I was like, oh, okay. So then he leaves. I go back out there and look. We opened it up. It was supposed to have 17 items in it, and it had 7 or
Right.
10.
It was just one bag.
It was just one bag. It should have been 2 bags. And it even said on the outside of it, 1 of 2, and it didn't say 2 of 2. So I was like, dang, this is. So then an officer,
We call back.
the 4th time I called, an officer, dude in the white with all the stars and all that, he's like asking me like it's some kind of crime scene or something, like murder mystery at seas, but it's losing. I actually said that.
Laundry.
I actually said that to him.
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
didn't
whoa, I
find
didn't
it.
mean. He didn't find that funny. I was
He
like,
didn't find
oh
it
no,
funny.
I didn't mean that. I meant lost laundry.
He didn't find it funny.
Didn't find it funny at all. So then we're talking to him, we're doing all this, and we're telling him everything. He's writing everything down real
I had to
meticulous.
get all the receipts out and show him everything that we had.
And then while in the middle of him talking, the guy knocks on the door.
Knock, 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 knock.
housekeeping or room, or whatever he called it, housekeeping, whatever he said. Opened the door. He had our second bag.
And this went on for some
This
time.
went on for about 2 hours. So that was the one weird thing. We were finally straight.
Happy.
Yeah, we
all
were
our
happy.
laundry.
All got all of our laundry.
And one of the bags was open, so I'm sure someone else had our laundry.
So yeah, we had we had ours and 2 other people's laundry. So they were missing their laundry,
Yes.
or they had somebody else's laundry.
Yes.
We've used laundry almost
For some
almost
time.
every cruise.
Because we've had Faster to the Fun. We use that, and you get.
And we just pay. It's like $15, $16
for a
sometimes. It's
bag.
worth taking less clothes and have it done.
So
yeah,
it's crazy.
So yeah, that whole thing was kind of crazy, but they got us straight. Now let me tell you the other weird thing. Michelle's sitting there and she's like, she's not out on the deck. She's like taking a nap inside. And usually she was sleeping out on the deck.
I started out on the deck. Mike was in the casino.
So
I started out on the deck.
So Michelle's like, there's a banging out there and it's really annoying. So I went out there and looked at it. And I think I may have posted a short video on this. So the door between our room, our balcony, and the balcony beside us, the door was swinging all the way open.
And bam.
There was one screw out of 8 screws, 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom, only one screw holding it on. I mean, at any time it could have swung either way and came off the hinges. So I ended up calling housekeeping, or called the maintenance or guest services. They sent a guy up to the room. He looked at it, went and got another guy, came back, and they fixed it. They fixed it in about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I was videoing them because it's going to be in a YouTube vlog, and he did tell me to stop videoing him. He said, we can't do that. I said, you can't. But then listen to this. I said, well, what's your name so I can give you a good survey? I said, can I make a note of that, a picture of your name tag? Oh, yeah, you can do that. So I got his name. It's Eleanor, one guy, and like Mauricio.
I don't know. I don't
know. I got his name somewhere. But they got us straight on that. But it was just weird.
Yes.
And I asked the guy, I said, how often does this happen? He said, and because the winds were high, because this was a couple of days after.
It was before Milton.
No, it was after. It already came through Florida a day or two earlier. So it was the next last sea day, Michelle. So he told me, he says it happens more often than you think.
Oh.
So yeah. So Habib saw that. That's right. Habib commented on it. So yeah, swinging doors.
It's crazy.
Pineapples upside down on both sides of it. It was just swinging both ways. And I heard I heard something a while back saying they weren't going to allow people to put the pineapples on the doors. I saw stickers with pineapples on the doors. They were little bitty ones. I don't know if that meant something different, because little versus big ones, but there was on the door. So what else you got on there, Michelle?
Let's see. I think we've hit a lot of things.
Yeah, you got to watch our pros and cons videos. So that's going to help a lot.
Oh, increased security.
Yes.
This is something we have never seen.
We've never seen this on any of the cruise ships we've been on. They had security everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, everywhere. Now, this was a elite cruise, right?
It was an elite cruise.
A lot of gamblers on this thing. But I mean, I counted one time we were sitting outside the Red Frog pub. I counted 4 or 5
different
security people within like a 30-minute time period just walked by.
Every night in the casino, there was security
everywhere
standing around.
And I think that's great. I've never seen
I love it.
Hey, Nurse Nancy. But yeah, so I thought it was great to see the extra security. Maybe now, one thing we did notice is it was in October. It was an older crowd. I mean, we're in our early 50s, and we were some of the younger people on the ship.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I don't know how this was the cruise that would have needed it the most, but I wish we'd have had some with those rotten kids that had in prior cruises. But
yeah, they are tired of all the fights and stuff. And this one, I guess maybe too, if there were some younger people, they could try to take advantage of some older people. Taking their money or stealing their money.
I don't know if it was because of the high gamblers that were on.
It also was going out of Baltimore, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it, because the crimes,
But it was no joke security on that ship.
So yeah, that's the truth right there. They heard Adventures Ahead was on there, so they did.
Yes, that might be.
That's right. Yeah, that vlog at the platinum party, and Josh and Michelle got tore up from the floor up, and they don't even drink no more. That was pretty funny. Somerville, South Carolina area has a Mercedes and Volvo plant. Yes, I've seen them both. We also have many hospitals and skilled nursing facilities. Dorchester, 2 districts, top-rated school district, 30 minutes from Charleston.
Oh,
yes. Unfortunately, they're moving the cruise ship from Charleston, so we want to be near cruise ports.
Yeah, but Charleston's still really nice.
Charleston is beautiful,
even without cruise port.
We'd actually looked at Savannah too, possibly Savannah, Georgia. There's a lot of distribution centers down there in that area. So we're going to keep our eyes open.
Mary Ellen Dillon, I don't really know why Bermuda is an older crowd because it
could be time of the year too, October.
Gorgeous.
It is so that's another thing real quick.
We're running out of time.
Down like 15 minutes left. Anything else on the Pride we want to bring up? Smoky casinos.
Yeah.
That's a negative. Let me give you the biggest negative I had with that ship was the casinos were really packed, which is it was an elite cruise.
It was crowded and
it was crowded and you couldn't get a drink. Now, one thing I did one night, and I've done this before and it worked, was I finally got a guy to come give me a drink. I gave him a $5 tip right off the bat. And actually, you and I were playing that day. I got a day buzz going on. I told him, I said, listen, every 10 minutes, bring me a beer.
He was right there.
Every 10 minutes, he had me a beer. And I probably had 6 or 7 within an hour and a half. And I finally had to tell him stop. I was like, man, stop. Okay. Stop. No more. No more. He was there every 10 minutes getting his tip.
Yep.
I didn't give him a 5 every time. I gave him 5 up front and then 2 every time he brought me one. But he did all right because he just like clockwork. He was there and he brought it every time. But yeah, Joe says that he admits it. I know Joe and Tracy don't really gamble, but they said casino smoke on the Pride. And you have to walk through that area to get to other areas on the ship. So you can't avoid that smell. Your clothes is permeated with that smoke.
And it goes down the hall in each direction.
Yeah, you could actually smell it a little bit towards Red Frog Pub. You could smell it several levels higher.
Because it goes up and into the atrium area and up.
Right. So let's talk about Bermuda real quick. Now, this cruise we did, we will definitely all 2 out of the 3 days. Well, the one full day we had there,
our itinerary changed because of Milton.
Right. We got normally it was 2 days up front at sea, 3 days in Bermuda, arriving at 9 in the morning. You had that whole day, and then the whole next day, and then you had to leave by noon the 3rd day. This one they changed the itinerary to at least try to give us a little bit of a good day. So we hauled butt there, and we got there at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon the first day. So we only had 2 or 3 hours of daylight. So we went out into the dockyard area, the Royal Naval Dockyard, and it's at King's Wharf. And we went and ate at the
Frog
and Onion Pub. Awesome place, beautiful.
Really cool.
They had a piano guy playing there. We had a few drinks, got souvenir cut to bring home.
Really awesome the way that fort, how they're turning that into.
It's really cool.
Like touristy area. So they're repurposing that fort instead of building new. It's really cool.
Yeah, okay. I saw that, Nurse Nancy. I saw your home, and then y'all went on the cruise, and I felt so bad for you guys. I did see that. And that's got us thinking about Florida. Do we really want to go to Florida or not? I don't know. I want to be 60 years old and trying to, hunker down for a hurricane all the time.
Right. And then clean up a flooded.
But I had grandparents that did it for 30 some years in Myrtle Beach, and every year, 2 or 3 times a year, they were hunkering down. But so we had heard before that people tried to go to Bermuda and the seas were rough and they didn't come in at all. But we did get there. We got there. We anchored down for 3 days, or not really anchored down, tied down. And the second day, we had a tour already lined up. Amanda Francis had already lined us up, and there was like 6 of us. We all went in together on this one tour. The guys, it was Tucker something. We'll do a video on it. His name was Raymond Tucker. He used to be a travel agent. He's lived there 60 years, his whole life. He was incredible.
We loved him so much.
He took us around. He came and ate lunch with us. He was going to sit out in the car, and we said, "Nah, man, come on in here and eat with us."
He came in and made us laugh the whole time.
He made us laugh the whole time. And then he was a vegetarian, so he didn't eat. He ate
slaw
and potatoes, sweet potatoes,
sweet potato fries.
But really good guy. He customed our tour to what we want to do. A lot of them have these cookie cutter tours. You go see this, you go see this, you go see this, you go see this. And we told him, we said, listen, they don't want to go to Crystal Caves, but we do. And can you drop us off, take them somewhere else, and come back and get us an hour later? And he did that.
Yeah, he did.
And I would say one of the best things we did on this whole cruise, and you may not agree with me, but was go to Crystal Caves.
It was really cool. My knees were not happy.
No, it's tough. Got to
But-
get some weight off and get better health shape.
But it was really
But
cool.
if you don't have issues like that, I'm telling you, the Fantasy Caves and Crystal Caves is mind-blowing. And I vlogged the whole time. So you don't have to. You can just send me $4.99 when you watch the video and say, Mike, thanks for the, I don't need to go now.
So we went to Crystal. We did not go to Fantasy because
Yeah.
it's far steeper and there's more steps.
Yeah, it said there was 88 or 83 steps down.
It's 88.
It's the ones coming up that get you.
Yes, and it's not just steps. There is an incline.
A steep ramp
Mhm.
going down and then coming back up.
And it's only counted the 83 that's actually in there, not counting the ones outside that you still have to go up and down to get there.
Yeah, so we noticed the sunshine when it goes up to Norfolk. It does go to Bermuda, but it's only like one day.
I don't want
Really,
that.
the Pride is the one that I've seen that actually gives you more than one day,
that's
like
what-
2 to 3 days.
That's what we need.
But yeah, I've heard people. I think Nancy may have been on a cruise one time with Sarah and him that was supposed to go to Bermuda and ended up not even docking at all, or just went for one day out of the 3 days. But the day was there. It rained all day. We went and saw Horseshoe Beach, whatever it's called. I know they went and saw Tobacco Beach. We went and saw some of the other beaches surrounding Horseshoe. Even in the rain, they are the prettiest beaches I've ever seen. Might like Half Moon Key still number one overall for just it's different.
It's just different.
But this one with the color of the water, the pink sand, and it really is pink.
There's all these rock
And
formations.
these rocks out in the water and the waves crashing. It's not really smooth water. It's something
beautiful.
unique and beautiful. And I'm
Really
telling you,
beautiful.
it's majestic. I mean, we've talked about maybe instead of doing a cruise, possibly flying straight into it and getting a bed and breakfast or
Bermuda is expensive.
It is.
It's expensive.
So a watermelon there, they showed us was
Sale paper, it was $18.
$18 on sale for watermelon.
A small seedless watermelon.
Yeah.
A big one, he said, was $25. The cost of living is 98% higher than it is here in America.
Yeah, you're right, Marianne Dillon. We did see some out of New York that was 3 days to Bermuda.
Yes.
That's
the only way to do it. There's too much.
So
to
we
see.
may try to book a 2026. We're talking about doing a group cruise. We're talking about doing a group cruise in 2026 to Bermuda in October because it's got to be. We got to dress up for Halloween. But I do want to go back. Bermuda is absolutely gorgeous. Very safe. Like I told you all night long. I mean, they told us 60,000 people are on the island. Baltimore all night long sirens, which I know there's probably 2 million people there.
8 murders a year.
They have 8 murders a year. They don't have guns.
Police do not carry guns.
Now, when they do need guns, if it's a gun or a shooting, it requires a gun, they have to go and sign them out.
Right. Get them unlocked.
Get them out on lock, take them to the scene, use them or whatever they're going to do with them, and come back and sign them in. But
lock them up.
We were
Only
told
some have tasers. Only specially trained ones have tasers. The others just have a billy club or whatever they're called.
Yeah, Billy Club. That's what it's called. So yeah, December 2025 goes 3 days of Bermuda out of Norfolk. We booked.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Hey, we don't
Mhm.
have anything in December
I
2025 booked. Okay. Hello.
We need to win the lottery.
Absolutely love. I'm going to take a year off. I'm just going to take a year off and not work next year, Michelle.
What about me?
You can work. I mean, you can. I'll let you work.
You'll let me work. You're such a shit.
I'm taking a year off. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're such a turd.
I see. I got a 9-night cruise in May with 1 day stop in Bermuda. We've been there 2 times already.
Ah.
So you know how pretty it is, D. Very, very, very beautiful area. Um, the food we ate at the place, the frog and onion place,
It
was
was
pretty good.
good.
It was good. It wasn't like out of this world,
But the
but the
atmosphere.
atmosphere was what made it. The guy playing at the piano bar, and he would change the names, the words of the song to include the red frog. I mean the frog and onion, whatever the name of the place is at.
Yeah.
The snorkel beach was really cool.
Yes.
That morning, Michelle really didn't want to get off the ship.
Like, oh my!
We had to be back on by 12, and or by 12:30. So we had to be on by 12 to be back by 12:30. It was pulling out at 12:30, and we got up. One thing I loved is we had room service brought breakfast to us.
Good breakfast.
It was quick, 10, 12 minutes. Bagels, orange juice, fruit, really quick. I really enjoyed that. You'll see that in the vlogs,
especially on mornings that we've got, ports. I really love that.
And but we went over there. It was a little windy, but it was nice and sunny.
Oh,
it was $7 to get in that day. I guess because we was only going to be there 2 or 3 hours, but it was $7 a person to get in. We didn't have our snorkel stuff, so we didn't even get in the water. We didn't even know if it was going to be open or too crowded. And then it was $7 to rent a chair. So for $28,
we sat there.
We sat there for 2.5 hours.
Just looked at the beautiful
and
water.
I did this the whole.
We did laugh at a few people.
There was this lady there. I hope she don't see it. She's probably gonna see this vlog.
She's not gonna know it was her anyway.
Yeah, she was like an Italian lady. I could tell. And she was wearing this black bathing suit. She was probably 60, 65. She bent over right in front of me, and
gave Mike an eyeful.
I was like, "What the heck are you doing?" I mean, normally you look before you do something like that. I didn't need to see that.
I was oblivious. I was just.
I'm 53 years old, and I'm scarred for the rest of my little bit of life. I got left. I was like, "Dang, why would she do that?" Sugar says, "So glad to finally get your live back from vacation." Yeah, I hope you had a great one, Sugar. We were telling everybody earlier that we haven't done the whole live thing for a couple months because I found out I'm losing my job in January. But
we've just
also October and November is the busiest time at my job, and I've been working 10, 11 hours a day, and it's an hour to hour and a half there, an hour to hour and a half back. So it's a 2 to 3 hour drive every day, plus working 10 to 12 hours there. It's just really long days. So we'll try to do one live, at least one a month.
Just to catch up on everything.
Now, when I don't have a job after January, I might do it every other night or something. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to see y'all on Thursdays.
I'm going to have a mystery guest every night.
There's not going to be anybody to censor him.
Yeah. So I'm begging y'all to come on and be a co-host with us, like a murder mystery guest. Hey, this is a Scooby-Doo, by the way. Murder mystery. So we had a great time though, right, Michelle?
We had a wonderful
We did
time.
miss our son, believe it or not.
Yep.
He didn't miss us, I don't think.
I miss my puppies.
Missed the puppies, yeah. So
they did miss us.
And then an update on our other puppy that we had to rehome, Harley. He's doing great. The family that took him to the beach. He hates water.
He doesn't like water, but he loves running in the sand.
He loves sand, playing in the sand, and the family just loves him to death, and he's doing great. So it just shows things work out for the best, even though you think things are horrible.
She sends me pictures.
She still updates Michelle a couple times a month on pictures of Harley and how he's doing. So Sugar says, I was in New Orleans with my Bessie for her birthday, but next week I'm going on the NCL George cruise.
Ooh, I hope you have fun.
That's great. That's great. All right. So it is almost 9 o'clock. Michelle talked the whole time. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's really what happened.
Go check out
Beach Please
tonight. They're on right now. Hopefully I saw where Nightbot earlier was dropping links in there.
We miss you too, Meg.
Yep, there we go. There's the link to Beach Please. Click on that. Go see them. Watch the show tonight. They're good people.
Nancy, we did like the Pride a lot.
We did. And we will do the Pride again. And
definitely Bermuda again.
Yep, definitely both of them. Yeah, I really like the Pride. The layout of it, the size of it.
I wish they'd put a few more restaurants on there, but other than that, yes.
Right. All right. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you so much.
And let's go out on something here, Michelle. What we're gonna go out on?
I don't know. Just let's do our intro again. Can we do that?
You want to do the intro as an outro?
Well, why not?
Okay, we're going to do the intro as the outro in case some of y'all fast forward.
Is there a rule against that?
No, there's not. And you can see pictures of some of the pictures from the cruise that we were just on. And
he's got to find it first.
I do have to find it over here, Michelle.
I thought I saw it.
Where's it at, Michelle?
I don't know. But I thought I did see it.
Here it is.
Okay.
And here's some highlights. And you also see the crystal caves in here.